The sweep of Cal Anderson Park started at 7:34 this morning. At 7:52, Seattle Police Department moved in multiple sides on multiple directions. Despite the barricades and despite what we witnessed and documented in our news story on Malcontent News of caches of rocks, broken pieces of bricks, and we knew there were fireworks, there was basically what appeared to be no resistance. We did hear there were some arrests when we talked to a PIO. The PIO did not say how many. They said it would be up on the Seattle Police blotter. I asked the question because I wanted it to get on the record if any police officers were injured. I was told, to the best of their knowledge, no. There was a reason why I asked that question. All I can say is that there's been situations where there's things that I know that I can't share. When we were down here earlier, and SPD was just moving in on mutual aid, and we had our camera here, we could hear the Seattle Police Department breaking items. We could hear shattering glass and items getting thrown on the ground. That is on our live. And so, again, what's happening here is the clothing, the food, the resources. Like you can see, a shelf is going in right now. That shelf was there as part of mutual aid. There were apples on the top shelf of that and some other fresh fruit because we had appealed for fresh fruit. They're throwing it all out. SPD threw the stuff on the ground and smashed it. We could hear it. You could see it. It's in our live. And now they're just throwing the resources out. Here's a good example, right? Here's a table. Now, the claim was nothing broken, nothing soiled, nothing wet. There's a perfectly good table there that somebody could probably just sweep with their hand and it would be clean. You just saw it go into the back of the garbage truck. They're not saving anything. And this has been what they do. This is $1 billion a year, Seattle. This is $1 billion a year, America. This is what your $1 billion a year is getting. If you live in Seattle, I really don't understand why you can't make a phone call, send a tweet, fire off an email to your city councilor going, what the hell are we spending $1 billion a year on? Because here's the banality of this. The unhomed are going to be back in this park in a week. Max. Max. You know it, I know it, and they know it. SPD bike officers coming by, and they're continuing kind of their fast patrol around the perimeter of the park. It does look like maybe things are getting a little interesting down at 11th and Pine. I may go walk over there. There's a pretty, well, now I don't know. I looked down there a minute ago and it looked like there was a fair number of people. And now I don't know. And I don't know how much of 11th and Pine is blocked off. I'm gonna walk over here. The worst thing that can happen is I could be told, hey buddy, you need to go somewhere else. There is a massive contingent of vehicles, Seattle Parks vehicles, parked on the ball field at Cal Anderson Park. So this is down on the south, almost at the southeast corner of Cal Anderson. And it looks like a Ford showroom down there. Yeah.
It's pretty nifty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you buy that somewhere or what?
Well, it's just a painter's pole.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, just a painter's pole.
I'll be dead. Okay.
So it's just been heavily modified for camera purposes.
Yeah, I was doing all this shit and I just trust you. I had to go down and pick up my city council and mayor too.
Well, you know what? That's what we were just telling people. We were literally just saying that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that.
We're tired of this shit. This belongs to everybody, not just a fucking chosen few. I got flyers on me right now. I came up Placer, recall Sawant now, but with everything going on, I can't do it. Tired
Right.
of this shit.
When you say you're tired, what do you mean when you say tired of this shit?
The homeless problem, man, but it just
That it's not getting addressed.
it's not. They ignore it. I think they encourage it.
They spend $1 billion a year.
Not only that, there's got to be. I overheard. I used to be homeless until I got housing on Belfort Place.
Yep.
There's somebody around the country encouraging people, homeless people, to come up here because it's free crime, free living, everything. And I think that Sawant is behind it. I got. You want a flyer? Here, I got one in my hip pocket.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the Recall Swant?
Yeah. Follow the blog. It's called Save Seattle.
Here, we can take a picture of that.
Sure.
Whoop. And there we go.
Yeah. You know, they need help, but not no help at all. It's fucking it's
Right.
out of control.
Great, right? This is a great example of what we were talking about earlier. I'm on the live. I'm talking to the audience. This is a great example of what I was talking about earlier. You could,
This shit's gotta stop.
we were just talking about this very thing, and I totally agree. I think everybody agrees. But to your point, people need to be blowing up the phones, the email boxes, and the Twitters of the city council and of the mayor.
Recall doesn't happen. I hope it gets to the point where everybody gets so fed up and say, fuck, this experiment is over. Start fucking cut it out.
Well, something's got to change.